technical difficulties this morning. It's not really that difficult. You just wait for it. But stuff, it's churning. Good morning. It's me, Magic Brad, the man, the myth, the legend, in my own mind. And let me go get my friend Steve. We're going to talk about magic and what it means to other people. Where is he? Hey, dude. Oh, you got your job up. I didn't even have my coffee this morning.
Oh, I had mine. That's my third cup.
Everything's all disrupted for me today.
Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
No.
Tune in.
So you had a few technical problems. You know, it's always a challenge for me because I feel like I'm a functional illiterate with the technology. So I wade myself through it. But I'm smart enough to go and ask. And I go on the search engines and ask, so usually I get my answers,
Yeah, usually for me, oftentimes the answer isn't valid. You just got to wait. The internet works. So it seems like it. You just got to wait.
It does. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I know that WordPress, which may or may not have anything to do with what we're doing today, but they're having their 6.0 upgrade. So WordPress has got a new ta-da going on today.
Oh, wow. My websites are with WordPress. I didn't know about that. So,
well, they might be set to automatically update, and that's what happens is things automatically do stuff. And then all of a sudden,
once again, I'm lost in the technology. I wade through it, but I'm grateful for what I do have, and I use what I do have.
Yeah, it does work. I mean, it's pretty miraculous, magical, if you will. A segue into what we're going to chat about today.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Here you are in Florida, and I could be talking with somebody over in the UK at the same time.
That's right.
Bizarre.
In fact, we may have a few people join us today. I know there were some people who made comments on the post, so we'll see.
I'll let them in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole internet thing, consists of like the binary system of ones and zeros, and there's this picture. We got a picture. I can see you.
Yeah, tell people that they really can join us in the video. Tell them.
Absolutely, you can join us.
How do they do that?
If they can find the StreamYard link, or they can just connect on themagicbradshow.com, and then they can opt in, and just that gets them into my email list.
Is that a login? Is that what they do? They log in?
On that, they would just submit their information, and it gets into my list and stuff, and then we can start communicating via email.
Yeah.
But that's one of the issues that I have a challenge with is there's so many entry points that the door, only one key works with one door, and you got like 400 doors.
So you're the key master.
Yeah, I'm the janitor. I got all the keys, and here they are, my fingers. No, we could go on and on about the internet and. Like Elon Musk is having second thoughts about buying Twitter because they can't prove that there are less than 5% fake accounts.
Yeah. There's another great example.
Yeah. So I was just talking about the concept of magical. What is magical? Because I hear people say, that is just magical. Or the word magic is thrown around like that's magic. And then you and I got, the illusion, the sleight of hand form of entertainment. And I like that post that you did, or that postcard you did that says, is your magic real?
Right.
And depends on your perception of real magic,
Yeah. Yeah. And the postcard, I actually meditated about that and answered that question. And it came to me, when I put smiles on their faces and joy in their heart, that's real magic.
Yeah.
Because not everything will do that for people, So whatever can create that emotion, because my interpretation of magic is anything that creates an experience that triggers an emotion within us. It could be a magic trick, but it also could be something scientific or something, In fact, I got an example here, but go ahead.
You do?
Yeah. Well, I did a scout thing recently, and I passed out a bunch of these fortune-telling fish thing, you've seen.
Yeah.
And when I put that fish in their hands, and it begins to move, I tell the kids, I said, "You're moving it." I said, "Hold still." And so, and it starts moving again, and I turn it over and I do it again, and it keeps moving. And they say, how does it do that? So, even that alone is magical to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I give these away. Of course, I put my sticker on there. It's got my, here at the bottom. Here's the
You
camera.
marketing guy.
Yeah, right. I can put it on, wherever they can find me and how they can go to my dollar store magic tricks. That trick and both. I have two versions of this: Huckleberry Hound and Yogi Bear. These, and I sell those on my website. So,
Very
but
cool.
it's just something simple like that. It's really scientific because, as you know, if you don't know, that fish works off the heat of your hand.
Sure, but like with most magic, it can go even deeper. What does your heat have to do with it? What is going on inside of that
Yeah,
fish?
right.
I was just going to say, like the ones and the zeros that are on this computer thing. That's magical. It's bizarre.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Our voice is going through the internet, through the air, literally through the air.
Oh, I totally agree. It's a mystery to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it depends on if the magic is good, because here's a situation that also brought this conversation up. This was years ago, but I remember a guy once telling me that, you know why we've never hired you? Because you do magic, and that is of the devil.
Oh.
That's why I never got hired, because they thought that the magic was evil.
Right. Evil. Uh-huh.
And stuff like that can be. You can take someone down the wrong path and they go into some crazy stuff, or the charlatans on the street, they're using sleight of hand to separate people from their will or their money.
And the way evil works is that people don't understand. When people don't understand, it elicits fear within their hearts.
Yeah.
Then they label it as evil. And that's where you get that reaction, that thought pattern, which I understand. Don't get me wrong. I do understand. I mean,
I do too. I get it.
But when they equate that with our magic tricks, I'm going, whoa, we need to get an education.
Well, there's people that believe certain things happen. I used to do some fork bending stuff, kind of like the Uri Yeller where you bend metal. And a lady said, I got a friend that does that. And I go, you mean a magician? He goes, no, he's a psychic. And I go, well, I'm doing a magic trick. This is done by physical means. It's sleight of hand. She goes, no, I'm talking about the real stuff. And if you've watched the movie Matrix, it's possible that it could be real. However, I haven't seen anybody do it really. Like Randy debunks all those guys that are trying to use their magical powers to do certain things.
No.
But again, the magic happens in the mind. It's the placebo effect.
Right.
I've just been watching Eric Mead, because I've been doing that 3-fly thing with the coin.
Mm-hmm.
Watching Eric Mead, and he had something he was trying to express the placebo effect, and he does the needle through arm.
Mm-hmm.
Where my friend John Ivan used to do that as a hypnosis stunt, where he hypnotizes a subject and then he's able to stick a needle through their arm without them feeling any pain or leaving any scars. And you and I know that it's a magic trick, but it looks real.
Well, hypnosis is real, but yes, that is part of it. What he's doing is a trick.
Right, to emphasize it.
Yeah.
And that might be a placebo thing to get someone to actually believe in hypnosis. If they're a skeptic, then all of a sudden they see this and now they believe in it, then they could possibly quit smoking. They believe.
That's a tough way to go, but yeah.
Well, some people don't believe in hypnosis. They think, you can't hypnotize me. Well, I can't if you don't, if you're not subject.
Well, I'd ask them the question, do you believe you can quit smoking?
There you go.
If they say no, then you're done.
Get right to the core. I like that. I like it. Cutting them shortcuts. This is off topic, but this is a card that was sent to me today.
Talk about smoking.
Talk about, you get to be 65 years old, you get this stuff in the mail, and it's very easy to do. All you have to do is rip it off and throw it. It's already addressed and everything. You just throw it in the mailbox.
Hey, if it was me, I'd keep it.
Yeah, I
I
think
told I told my kids when I die, I said, just cremate me and throw me in the ocean. You're not supposed to be able to do that, but that's what I told them to do. And you want to go visit my grave, you go to the ocean.
I heard about a lady that did that, put some money inside of a bottle along with the ashes, and told people as it washes up on your shores to take it and empty a little bit of the ashes
Right.
and chuck it back in the.
I heard that story too. Yeah.
Because her
Hey,
husband wanted to travel the world.
that's
Well, there
right.
you go, buddy. Have fun, Clarence.
Yeah, it's what I enjoy is how people can use their imagination, and we can actually create these experiences. Um, Yesterday, I went to what they called Spirit Fest, which uh, spiritual trinkets and so forth, and it was like a trade show.
Yeah.
But I didn't buy anything, and there wasn't anything there I really wanted to own. I have enough of what I want, But I did enjoy meeting some people and talking with them, and so it's interesting what people are experiencing today, both in the positive and the negative. Both sides of the conflict that we're in right now.
Yeah.
So, but I told him, we were talking about some of the negative things that are happening in the world. This what the one guy I was talking to. I said, but I don't live in that world. I mean, I'm aware of it, but I don't live in that. I live in the peace of God within me. The stillness and I create my own world. So you talk about real magic. That is, in my opinion, that is real magic.
Yeah, the whole transformation of consciousness or mindset. Because I can go down the rabbit hole if I start watching YouTube videos of all these people arguing on the internet about all their, the pandemic and the racial thing and the transgender, and you can go down that angry wormhole.
Right.
But it's good to step back, grab a cup of tea, and chill out too.
Right.
I
Well,
was at the Minneapolis. We got a thing called Art World here. It's a big art festival where all the galleries are all open. And I noticed that over the years, because they haven't done it for a couple of years, I noticed that a lot of the art seems angry. Seems a little dark.
mm-hmm.
There's less beauty in flowers and more, skeletons. And so that's a testament to all the stuff that people are going through there. But
Right.
you're right.
It's a reflection.
Don't live there. Go someplace else.
Yeah, that's
Your
right.
mind.
But what we don't understand is if we let the world out here control us or influence us versus coming from within us, what is it was within us? So if we're painting or if our art form is of a darkness, then that's what we're reflecting what we're experiencing. So, but it's a choice. I mean, I love performing my magic because, as I said, when I can see the smiles on people's faces and the joy in their hearts as a result of my magic, then I know I'm giving them that love and light that I experience and live within my heart. And I hold that intention all the time.
Yeah.
No matter what's going on or what I hear, I hold the intention of love and light within my heart. Now I know that's a cliche, but it really is real to me. So.
Well, when a person says, oh, "I don't know if I want to go see that show and stuff," I'm just like, "We got to rake the yard. We got all to do. Okay, let's go." And then they sit down in the chair and they laugh and they enjoy themselves for at least 20, 30, 40 minutes. They're in a place of wonder and amazement and magicalness, and you escape it for a little while. And that's where that transformation could happen, where a person could shift their thinking to, you know what? I don't want to be around you and you're smoking and drinking and yelling at people. I'm going to go play with Steve.
Right. Yeah. In fact, that's one of the greatest compliments to my memory. I was working the Magic Castle in the parlor of prestidigitation, and as I went in, I was told by the host that there was a famous star from the movies and TV in the audience with his grandparents or his aunt and uncle. Anyway, and they did that because they don't want you to pick on them, or you may not realize that they're there. Of course, it makes you a little bit nervous, Anyway, after the show, he came up to me afterwards and he said to me, "It's not very often you can have so much fun in such a short amount of time."
Mhm.
as a result of watching my show. And I thought that was the greatest compliment I could get. I'm not going to tell you who it was, but it was a very famous. You will. Everybody knows who he is.
Sure. Yeah, they're there. The Magic Castle is a wonderful place. I mean, right there in Hollywood, and you
Yeah.
do get, there's a lot of celebrity type
Oh yeah.
that are really into the magic thing.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali for one.
Yeah.
Jason Alexander.
Yeah.
So this Wednesday, I've got a performance, and it's for this group. She's got a group she's pulling together. She's calling it a Tribe of One Love.
Hmm.
And she's done that because of all the chaos and stuff that's going. She's trying to create this other mindset. So I'm going to be doing my 3 cards across effect about this current state we're in and how to move it with the mind, the body, and the spirit over the other side.
Great. That's great.
And I was talking with her because that's what she wants to do. And I said, the way to do this is not to bring up the old stuff that you're trying to heal. It's create a whole new paradigm and
Right.
build on that.
Right.
It's kind of like that heart-centered meditation where I used to say bypass the mind and go directly to the heart. And my mentor coach, he said, no, there's no mind. Just go right to the heart. Just don't bypass anything. Just go right there. And it's hard for a logical guy like me to deal with that kind of stuff. You gotta pick it up a little bit.
I believe there's a resonance between the heart and the mind. I mean, we can, a harmony that we can create. But you're right. If you let the mind dominate you you go down that road and it can get pretty ugly.
Yeah, that's that heart math stuff with Greg Braden.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
You got
I
it.
did some work with Greg Braden. I helped to promote an event and
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole nother type of magic there. That's what some people might say, the stuff with the J and with the K, that kind of woo-woo magic.
If you want to call it that, it is scientific. It's
It
just
is.
they can't they don't call it science because they have trouble measuring the types of things he talks about.
Well, some of the
I
stuff
love Greg Braden.
some of the stuff he was showing us with the charts and things when the 9/11 thing happened and all the
Oh yeah,
globally how consciousness shifted.
yeah. I
They
saw that when it first happened in that video, and I went, "Oh my God!" The collective consciousness sensed it was happening.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so let's tell the listeners they can find that through what's called heart math. Is that what it was called?
That's what I understand. Yes.
Yeah, and they do have a video of the 9/11 experience, and they had these sensors or counters, as you just implied, that were around the world, and they went off the chart, and that wasn't the only time. They've done it numerous times.
Yeah, whenever something like that, even in an individual situation, like I recall some situations yesterday walking around, there's these crowds, and sometimes there's some people that I'm just repelled from. I can't measure it. It just, I don't want to be by that person. So I want to.
Everybody's vibrating at a various frequency, and so yeah, after a while you can become sensitive. I try to be more of a generator of that vibration, no matter who's around me, and so. But I mean, I have my moments.
Well, you're older and wiser, but you're not 100% yet.
Well, sometimes I don't know. I won't go into it. You're right. Getting older, I'm finding new experiences. My body and my mind is going through new experiences. I'll give you another. I wasn't planning on sharing this, but recently, I don't know what's going on, but there seems to be some kind of distortion in time for me. Now, maybe it's because I'm nodding off. I don't know, but somehow 10 minutes or 20 minutes or an hour can disappear like that to me,
Does it go the other way also?
Meaning what? Meaning?
Well, it seems like an hour goes by.
A minute can take. Yeah, not so much.
So is that the quickening? The whole quickening.
I don't know. I'm not gonna claim. My answer to that is, I do everything I can to stay in the now moment, whatever the now moment is, and so I don't pay attention to time, and I don't live like I did, many years ago when I had a 9-to-5 job. I don't live by. In fact, I had a client the other day who was very upset with me because she says, "Well, how much are you for an hour?" And I go, "I don't charge by the hour. I charge by the appearance." She goes, "What?" "Well, how do I know I'm going to get X number of dollars of work out of you?" I'm going, you're paying me this to get me to show up, and I will give you what you want. I'll give you what the people want. I'm not going to make people sit there for an hour. Now you're going to watch another magic trick if they're not having a good time. So, like, it's just like when I do my birthday parties for kids, I tell the parents it's 35 to 40 minutes, depending on how much fun we're having. Sometimes it can go a full hour.
That's what I'd say too.
Yeah, right. Because we've got ourselves stuck into a time frame and measuring time. So, as I said, I basically live by the now moment. I'm paying attention.
We got our friend Mike Wilkie popped in there. Howdy, Mike.
Hi,
I haven't talked to you for a while. Yeah, I say that exact same thing. That it is depends on what fun we're having. Because when it's going bad and people just aren't into it, or they're like you've done the breakfast with Santa stuff where they let Santa in early. There goes the show.
It's over.
Compete with Santa. You're still gonna pay me though.
Yeah, I've if I ever had to cut a show short, I've never had anybody complain. Oh, one time I did. One time at a summer camp, the lady said, "You were supposed to do an hour, and you're done already." And I said, "I think we're done." And she goes, "No, you're going to do another trick." So I tried to force another trick on the audience, the kids, and they were not into it. They were done.
Should have said, "I'm still here."
99% of the people understand that when I'm done, I'm done.
Here's our friend Frank as well. Hi, Frank. Yeah, that is an interesting point. I think I've expressed it too when I talked about the printed circuit board you put in, and it goes one way, it blows up, the other way, it works fine. This is when I was doing drafting and design and stuff, and I solved the problem by changing a 3 to a 4, and it saved millions of dollars in computers blowing up.
Wow!
If I can do that in 20 seconds, how much am I worth?
Right.
It's not about the time, but speaking about that quickening thing that's happening, it's interesting, and we're 22 minutes into it, 23. But
we got time, tells. I want to hear
it. What if the universe is speeding up? The Earth goes around the sun once per year, right? What if it's going around the sun faster? You wouldn't notice it. I mean, I've noticed more wind. Maybe we're going faster.
Oh, we're going faster. Slow down.
Maybe the entire world, the entire universe. Maybe the Earth is spinning faster. The moon's whipping around the Earth faster. The Earth's going around the sun faster. The sun's flying through the Milky Way galaxy faster. What if we're moving faster?
Okay.
Okay, Steve-O. I'm going to close the doors. We're getting bizarre.
Hey, it's been great. It's been great to see you.
Okay, back into the green room he goes. Oh, him and I think a lot alike. I mean, it's kind of weird, but that's what makes it fun. So I'm going to go visit with Steve in the green room and share with him a couple of new effects that I got. Look at this. Look what I got. A money paddle. So that's all for today. If you want to tune back in next Monday, we'll be here. Hopefully, all technical things aside. So peace, love, and happiness. This is Magic Brad signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good, be kind, be nice, be safe. See you later. Bye.